All right, we're back. So here's the box. Um, like I said, a very kind of nondescript, flat-looking box. I'm not sure if this is the box that it actually came in, but it could have been. If back then, I think when they shipped packages, usually they wrapped packages in paper around the cardboard box and then wrote the shipping label on that. I can remember my parents mailing packages and doing exactly that. And they put string around it and all that stuff. So here it is, and it says diplomacy written in pencil on there, $2.95. So wherever he got it, he evidently didn't pay a whole lot for it either. So nearly double the money at $5, I guess. But I was protecting this box for quite a long time because I thought, oh, it's the original box. But you know what? When it gets down to it, I don't really care. So I did some repairs to it. It was coming open on one end, and I taped it, put package tape over the tape that was there, and tried to secure the flap so it kept the box more square inside so that the game was easier to get in and out. So let's take a look at what we got in here. This is going to be kind of awkward because I'm working with one hand. So item number one is the board, and I'll open up the board here. Let me get the rest of it out of the way. So it's got a leaf of paper in there that's exactly half the size of the board. I'm pretty sure that's original. That is too perfect. And so here's the lovely Hammond map based board. And it's not perfect. I mean, you can see right there that it looks like it's had some water damage. The creasing, it's been, opened and closed a lot, whatnot. Kind of dirty over there. Perhaps some mold. I really like the legend down here. It's got his name on it and says that the base map is copyright C.S. Hammond and Company. So I think that's pretty neat that he got the permission from Hammond to actually use their World Atlas graphics and just put his lines on it. And it's even got the scale of the terrain for the colors. It's got the markings on the side of the board to tell you where to sit. And I really like this edition of the map a lot better than the later Hasbro ones, because the Hasbro ones are so dark I can hardly see what's going on there. This one, the base map is very bright and you can see the black lines. You know right where you are, and I like that a lot. I need all the help that I can get. So when you're playing with your family and you got a bunch of kids and they're all jostling around moving their markers, you want to make sure that everything is in the right spot. So I'm gonna reach in here, maybe just dropped it. I'll reach in here and grab some of the papers. Oh goodness, I hit a piece of tape. Okay, so here's some of the papers that were in the box, and I'm sorry for the shaky cam. I don't have proper equipment here, but here are some of what I think are the original conference maps that came with it. They're very yellowed. They're curled on the sides. They're an exact duplicate of the printed map, although it's doesn't have the colors on it, obviously. Here's the rules to the game. Just printed on 8.5 by 11 paper and stapled on the edges. It's got his address on there, probably his dorm room, who knows. Very simple printing, copyright 1959. I love how crisp and clear this is. This kind of reminds me of the original La Battle de la Moscova that was written on an IBM Selectric. I love those rules. This kind of has that vibe. There's also, let me put the phone down real quick. See if I can get it out of the box now. There we go. There's also a stack of, and this goes with it. We made a bunch of photocopies, so there's a ton of extra conference maps here that are obviously not ones that came with it. All right, I'm going to stick my fat arm in here one more time and get one more thing out. You can do it without ripping anything. And that is the box with the pieces. So it's a nice, you know, almost pencil case, like a gift kind of thing, flat, very, very sturdy. I shake this thing open. Look at all those blocks, all numbered, so you know exactly which block you're moving. There, how many layers deep is it? Looks like, now the little square blocks, those are just really tall. Those fit right in there all the way to the bottom. And so you got your, I think these are the ships here. Those are 3 deep. And this is pretty cool. I love how this is done. Nice bright colors. Got numbers on there so you can take notes when you're doing your moves. So that's really nice. It's very similar to this Red Box Game Science Edition. That's the one that we've, you know, when we played, we actually played on that one. So that's kind of my workhorse copy, and this is more of just a curiosity. But I did just want to kind of show it off and share it with people and say, hey, this, you know, this thing exists. You know, if you go out onto eBay, you can see that, you know, there were some that were like very low numbered copies or something like that, went for some insane amount of money. I don't have this to sell it. It's just, I just like it. It's just part of the hobby, and it's nice to have a little piece of it. One day I hope we'll be able to play another game of diplomacy, and we'll definitely take this one out for a spin. You know, like I said, we had a lot of kids, and they've all they're all adults. They've all got their jobs and whatnot, and so we haven't been real good about having big multiplayer games lately. But we're kind of coming up on a new era where we've got grandkids coming up, and we still all, for the most part, live pretty close to each other, and we're still playing games. You know, my kids, they play games with each other. They'll go over to each other's houses and do stuff. They got their own D&D group that I've never played with them. I just don't want to get back into D&D again. That consumed a good part of my late teenage, early 20s, and I don't need that time sink. But anyway, one of these days we'll have a full table again, and we'll be able to, you know, get the bigger people together for a meaty game, and tell the little ones to go off and play Ticket to Ride in another room or something, and they'll be happy. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Love to hear your comments, and I thank you if you made it through all the way. Thank you for watching, and appreciate it. Bye-bye.